What's up, guys? My name's Kenny, and I hope you're all feeling good today. In this video, I'll be helping Sudoku, the knight, go on his quest. Sudoku sets forth on his epic quest to slay the dragon and claim his gold. The first trial he faces is the Whispering Forest. So this first one is the Whispering Forest, and this is not the only puzzle here. There is a series of puzzles. I don't know how many. I think it was 6, if I remember correctly. This series of puzzles was featured on Cracking the Cryptic channel. I saw it and I decided to try it myself. And I have already solved this first one. So I will actually be jumping ahead to the second puzzle in the series and go from there in this video. But I will quickly go over with you guys the solution to this first puzzle and how you can solve it in case you guys get stuck on this or need help. But I have already done this first one. So I don't remember if Mark said in his video that there was 6 or what. I think it makes sense. So the way that this works, though, the way that this first puzzle works, let's go over the answers to this one. And then I'll jump ahead to the second one. The way this works is we have to get the knight to get to this final destination. And the knight moves like a chess piece, right? So the knight goes 2 over, 1 up. So like this knight could hop either here or here. And if it goes here, then it could jump to either here, 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 or here. That's how the knight moves. So it has to make a series of jumps to get here to this. So it's going to be like, so this is 1. So it says here in the rules that Sudoku moves around the grid like a knight. His first starting cell is marked with a 1. And then each move takes him to the next digit, counting upwards to 6. So it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or something like that. And then on this particular puzzle, we have German whisper lines. And the way that the German whisper lines work is that connecting cells that are connected by these green vines need to have a difference of at least 3. So, yeah. So that is basically the rules for this one. Everything else, it's just colored in for the colors. So I've already done this one, guys. So let me share with you guys the answers to this puzzle. If you guys want to play these, click the link in the description. After you complete this first puzzle, it'll give you a congratulations screen, and then it'll have a link to the second puzzle. So I will do this real quick, show you guys the answers. So let's go ahead and get started on that. All right, so here's how you get started here. So first of all, the knight, you put a 1 on the knight, a 6 on this final destination, so that is 2 digits in the puzzle. So I actually struggled with this one a lot. It took me like 30 minutes to do. I'm just gonna let you guys know that because I got stuck. I did have to watch Mark's video on Cracking the Cryptic's channel to kind of help me with something. So one thing that Mark pointed out that I did not even think of when I solved it, but it was the fact that since these are alternating, it's going to always be a difference of either a low digit or a high digit. So the digit 1, 2, 3, this next one is going to have to be a 4, 5, or 6. And then that keeps on alternating throughout this. So you can look at this as being like all of these ones are going to have to be 4, 5, and 6. And all of these ones are going to have to be 1, 2, and 3 because they alternate. I did not know that. The thing that I figured out when solving this was that if you have a 1, or no, excuse me, if you have a 3 on one of the green lines, you need to have a 6 as the other digit. And if you have a 4, because the 3 and the 4 are in the middle, if you have a 4, the other digit has to be a 1. And I was kind of working with that. And where I got stuck on this one was, well, first of all, when you put in these digits like this, when you realize that this is kind of what's going on here, you realize that, well, how did I figure this out? I think I figured out, I went about this in a very weird way. The way that I went about this was like this. I said the 6 can't go here. So the 6 isn't one of these 3. And I said the 6 can't go here because if the 6 goes here, then that means that a 3 would have to go on a German whisper line. And a 3 can't go on any of these lines. It can't go on any of these, because if it goes on a 3 here, it would need to have a 6 on the same line as it. Right? Oh, you know what? Actually, I guess a 3 could go here, right? No, a 3 couldn't go here because then this would have to be a 6 here. Never mind. I was thinking that this is in a different box and maybe that makes a difference, but no. That's not possible. So you can't have a 3 or a 4 that is connected to two different... it has, if you do put a 3 and a 4 in here, it has to be on the end. It can't connect to two different spots. Well, no, in this case it could. In this case it could. Oh, shoot. Actually, I messed up. No, it could definitely be like this, couldn't it? That 3 could go there. No, this is fine, though. No, this is not my problem. No, guys. So what I did to start, all I was saying with that was that the 6 can't go here. I was not looking at the 3 at the beginning. I just said the 6 can't go here because the 3 can't go here. And the 3 can't go... If the 6 were to go here, the 3 couldn't go here because then the 6 would have to go here if the 3 went here. And that's not possible because you already have the 6 in this column. So my whole point was that the 6 couldn't go here. So I put a 6 here or here. That's how I started this puzzle. The next thing I did in this puzzle was... Okay, I identified that this has to be 4, 5, or 6. And then I realized that this can't be a 4 because that would put a 1 here. So I realized that this can't be a 4. And after that, I think I realized that this one right here has to be a 1, 2, or 3. So I realized this one has to be a 2 or a 3. And then I realized that this can't be a 3 because the 3 cannot connect to, like I said, it can't be in the middle and have both of these be a 6. So this one has to be a 2. So after realizing that that has to be a 2, I realized that this next one has to either be a 4, 5, or 6. And it can't be a 4 because it connects to a 2. So it has to be a 5 or 6. So this is what I had in the puzzle was 5, 6, I had 2. Like this is how I started. And I had a 6 up here. So then I put a 3, 4 in here. And I realized because this is now a 5 or a 6, that means a 2 must go here. So this is where I got to. And then I kind of had a little bit of trouble here because I still didn't know, like, what, did a 3 or a 4 go here? And then I realized that technically a 5 could still go here and a 2 go here. And I was really, really confused on this one about how to move forward from this. I realized the 6 has to go down here because of the Sudoku. And I realized then that a 3 has to go on this line, right? Because like this whole column is full of German whisper lines. So because this whole column is full of German whisper lines, that means that there has to be a 3 somewhere. And the 3 can't go here because you'd have to have a 6 on both sides of it. And even here, you still can't do that because if you put a 3 in here and put a 6 on either side of it, then you can't put a 6 in this box down here. So like I basically figured out that that's not possible to put a 3 here or here. So that means that this one up here has to have a 3 on it, which means the other one has to be a 6. So I realized this has to be a 3, 6. We already have the 6. So this is now a 6 and this is now a 3. So then I was looking and this is where I got really confused because I saw that the 2 hops up here to the 3. And then I thought, okay, the 3 can always hop up here to the 4 and then down here to the 5 and then here to the 6. And I wasn't really sure what to do. So this is kind of where I got stuck. And I didn't really know what to do at all. I did realize then that the 1 had to go on here. But I wasn't sure if the 1 could go up here and have this be a 4 or what. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do here. I think I determined that this was a... How did I determine that this was a 1 and a 4? I determined... Oh, because the 6 sees this, right? So this is a 5 and then this is a 6. So then I knew this is a 1, 4. And then this, I think, is where I got stuck. And I tried out a couple things and I completely failed. So here's what I learned, and this is what really stumped me on this one, was that because this is a German whisper line, this one can't be a 4. And I just didn't see that, and that's what I needed help on. And then once I got that, I was able to do this one fairly well. And now that, since this is a 4, that means that this one has to be a 1. But then I stopped here too, because I was like, well, just because this is a 1 doesn't mean that this one has to be a 4. Right? Because like I said, you know, with German whisper lines here, if you have a 3 or a 4, the other one has to be, if it's a 3, it has to be a 6. If it's a 4, it has to be a 1 next to it. So this 4 does touch 2 1s. But like, I thought this one doesn't have to be a 4 up here, I didn't think. Because a 1 doesn't have to touch a 4. This could be a 4 or a 5. So I had a 4 or a 5 up there. I think I determined that since this is alternating here, since this has to be a high digit and then this a low digit, I think I determined that this was a 2, and then this has to be a 4 or a 5 here. So this was my thought process, but I didn't know if this was a 5 or a 6 here. I wasn't sure. So I knew that we knew that the 6 has to go over here, right? So there's a 6 over here. And then I really, really got stumped right here. But I was able to figure out then that the 3 could no longer go up here to see this 4. Because I thought that this was a possible path. It goes 1, 2, 3. I thought it could go 4, 5, 6. But the 4 being up here eliminated that from being possible. So then I was like, well, the 3 can't jump here to go to a 4. Because we have a 4 right here. So I thought, okay, well, maybe the 3 can jump down here and go to this 4. It could easily do that, but the problem with that is that how do you get from here to the 6 by going to a 5 next? You can't do that. You can't jump here to the 5 and then, like, there's nowhere you can go from here with a 4 to get to a... So I realized at that point that this was actually not the 3 that we needed. That we needed to jump from this 2 to a different 3. So I was like, okay, where does that go? Here or here? It's got to be one of these, I think. And can you go here is the question. 2 to 3, 4. Yeah, I think I realized that the only way to do that was to come down here and do this. So I think I put a 3 here. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And I went ahead and filled in all these digits here then. I believe this is how I did it. I spent a lot of time on this, and it was very, very tricky. I'm definitely, by the way, I'm definitely eager to get to the next puzzle. I know that I'm spending a lot of time on this one explaining to you guys how this one works, but since this is a 3, this has to be a 6 here. And now that 6 eliminates this, so now we know... Oh, I did something wrong here. That's funny. I made a mistake in this video trying to explain to you guys how I did the puzzle. Oh, I simply typed in the wrong digits. That's all I did. Okay. No, this is the right way to solve it, but why did I type a wrong? It's meant to be a 5. Yeah, I literally just typed in the wrong digits. Okay, but still, the same thing applies. This is a 6. It's so funny that even when I'm trying to explain to you guys how I did the puzzle, I screwed up. 1, 2, 3. So this is a 4 or 5 here. So you can also look at this knight jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now where's the knight jump to get to the 6? This 4 cannot jump up here to the 5 because there's a 5 here. So this must go here to jump up there. Oops, I just changed this digit. So there's that. Okay, let me just fill in the rest of these digits here. So, and then it's just like you just have the digits here. You can just go ahead and do Sudoku here with putting the 4 here. This is now a 5. This is now a 4. This has to be a low digit here. It has to be either a 1 or a 2. In fact, these are 1, 2, or 3. And you know that this digit here cannot be a 5 or a 6, so it has to be a 4. Since this is a 4, this one has to be a 1. So now these ones are not 1. So the next thing to do, you have this whole row done except for this one, which is the 5. Oh yeah, this 3 here actually sees this is not a 3. So I think I did the exact same thing in my puzzle, is I put a 2 and a 3 there, and I just forgot this 3 was already here. But no, then that basically just solves the rest of it. You can just fill in the rest of these digits. There we go. All right. So that, guys, I know I spent way longer than I was expecting. I spent 15 minutes just to explain to you guys how I solved this puzzle, which I've already solved. And even then I made a mistake, which is, I meant to only take like a few minutes to do that. But hopefully that explanation kind of helped you guys in case you guys got stuck. So, all right, let's move on to the brave the Perilous Falls. Okay, the Perilous Falls. All right, so our knight's starting up here. So I'm assuming we got to do the same thing with the knight jumps. So having safely passed through the Whispering Forest with sanity intact, Sudoku must now brave the Perilous Falls, but careful. One wrong step could see him washed into the gorge. Okay, normal Sudoku rules apply. Region sum lines. Okay, region borders divide blue water lines into segments that sum to the same total. So this blue line crosses over the border between these two boxes. So the sum of these 3 parts of the segment, these 3 digits here form a segment that when summed will equal the total of these digits on this other segment of the blue line. And the same thing here, this crosses into 3 different boxes. So this box will have this sum will equal this plus this, and they'll be the same as this plus this. Okay. So I'm curious how this is going to how is this going to work? I feel like we don't have a lot of information here. This one might take me a while, guys. We might be here for a half an hour on this. All right. Same thing. His starting cell is a 1. And the place he's trying to get to, the other symbol, is a 6. Okay. So one of these is a 2. So this is a 1 and a 2. Well, this has a 6 on it, which is interesting. I almost think this can't be a 2 then. Yeah, this one can't be a 2. Since this has 4 digits, that include a 6, and this one has 3 digits, if we were to place a 2 here, which I'm not because this is not a 2, then we have the 2 lowest digits on this line. So even if we put a 6 here, these would have to be equal. So you need to put a 1 and a 2 on here, but you still have room for a 3rd digit. Or a 4th, technically, I guess, because you have the 6, right? So that's just mathematically, like, you can't have a 2 here. So we have to put the 2 here then, which is really helpful. Okay, so this is interesting. Since we have the 2 here, I guess we could still have, like, a 1 here, and then just flip-flop them. This is the 1, then this is the 2 down here, and this is a 3. There's no reason why that can't happen. This can't be a 2, though. It could be a 3 or a 4. If this was a 3, this would be a 5 here. And this could be a 4, 1, or a 2, 3. That is all of these are possible, and there's nothing, I think, to conclude about this. So well, what would be the lowest sum of all these? If this is 1, 2, and 3, it would be a 6 plus 6, which is 12. So how would we get 12 out of 2 digits? It would have to be 6 and 6, which is not possible. Or no. It would have to be 5 and 6. Oh, so that just takes care. Never mind. We have a 1 here, so we don't need to add up to 12. We need to add up to 11. So this is 5 and 6, which we know the order then, which is not this order. I do that all the time. How many times do I do this where I say, okay, this 6 sees this one, and then I just put the wrong digit in the... Okay. So these are 1, 2, 3, which means that this is 1, and this is 2 and 3. That means these ones are 4 and 5. No, I did something wrong. That is not possible because this 5... Ooh. That is not possible. So this is not 5 and 6. No, did I accidentally flip-flop them again? I accidentally flip-flopped them again. No, I did the math right. Okay, I did the math right, and then while explaining to you guys how I messed up putting the digit in the wrong spot, I went ahead and I put the digit in the wrong spot. Maybe I highlighted both of them when I put in the 5. I did something like that. Okay, so that means that this one's a 4. That means that this is not a 4, which means that this is not a 6. So, interesting. So what are the last two digits here? This is a 2 and a 3, which we know the order. Okay, so this is not 2, 3. This is not 2, 3 to equal a 5. No, it could be 2, 3 to equal 5, because another way to equal 5 is 4, 1. So never mind, it could easily be that. I was thinking if this was 2, 3, and we had to flip them around to go 3, 2 here, I thought we couldn't do that because of this 3. But it doesn't have to be 2, 3, and 2, 3. It could be 2, 3, and... Huh, so what are we supposed to do here? Oh, maybe it's the night jump? Yeah, it's probably the night jump. We could go down here. But is it possible to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, no. This 3 down here is not the next 3 on the path. It could be a 3, I suppose, but we need the 3 to go either here or here. I don't think the 3 can go here. And let me try to explain why I think this is not here. Because... let's just say this was 2, 1, and this equals a 3. It can't be 2, 1, and have this equal 3. And this be a 3, and still add up to it. This would have to be 2, 1 as well. So, this can't be 2, 2, because 2 is in the same box as it. This can't be 2, 3 if a 3 is here. Can't be 2, 4. Can't be 2, 5, because then this has to be 7. So this doesn't work with the 3 being here. So the 3 on the night's jump has to be here, which means now that this is a 1, and then that means that this is a 1 and this is a 2. Okay, beautiful. So this now is 4, 6 in these two cells here. See, that 3 is in one of these two. Doesn't really help me, actually. Yeah, there's really no point in putting corner markings in here like that because there's not a third row of boxes over here that this can look at. Just realize how unhelpful that is. Okay. Oh, but this takes care of this. This is 4, 5, and 6. Do we have to keep looking at the night jumps? Oh, we can go backwards from the 6 and say that the 5 has to be here since the 6 is in the corner. I see. And the only way for this 3 to get to the 5, well, we could go here, technically speaking, but we can't because that's a 6 currently occupied. That means that this is a 4. Okay, which now sees... oh, this is actually so beautiful. Oops. Again, I did the same thing as earlier, as I said, okay, the 4 sees this, so let's put a 4 in there. That's not how that works. You put the other digit in. I can't... oh, no, this is not right. No, this is a 3. How did I put a 4 in there? Did I accidentally highlight it and put a 4 in there? Was that not a 3 earlier? Or did I accidentally put a 4 in there when I said 3? No, that was a 3 earlier. I think I'm clicking on stuff, it's highlighting them, and then I go to click on a different cell and I put in a different number, and I think I'm just still highlighting the one cell. I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm just... it's really not that I'm... it's not that I'm messing up the Sudoku, I feel like. I think it's just I'm messing up the buttons I'm pressing. Anyway, now we know that a 5 doesn't go here, so now we know that this one is our 3. Okay. So we must have enough digits in here now to solve this. So where does the 1 go? 1 doesn't go here, here in this row. It goes here. So we need a 4 somewhere. The 4 is in this box. So this is a 4. This is the 6. And now this is the 5. And we need a 3 and 4, which we have the 4 in this row. And now this is the 3. Okay, and then we need the final 2 digits in this column, which are 5 and 6. So the 5 goes here, the 6 goes here. And this is a 1. we need... Let's see, 6. Okay, 6 in this row goes here. This is the 2. This is the 3. This is the 2. There we go. All right, we got this one done in like 10 minutes, which is pretty cool. It took me longer to explain the first puzzle that I've already done than it did for me to solve the second one. All right, let's move on to Ascend the Great Mountain. All right, with the Perilous Falls behind him, Sudoku must now quickly climb the Great Mountain lest he freezes to death on its peak. Okay, so so we have to go to the camel. All right, I'm assuming it's still 1 and 6, so we're gonna put a 1 in here. That's a 7 and a 6. All right, so we have in this one Ren bands. Purple stone lines contain a set of consecutive non-repeating digits. Okay, consecutive non-repeating digits. All right, we still have the knight move. So this has a 1, so then these ones must be 2, 3, and 4. They're not repeating. This one could be the 2. I suppose either of these could still be the 2 as well. Okay. Interesting. 1 and a 6, see these? Does that help me with like 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5? That does not help me. Okay. Is there any reason why this can't be the 2? Because this could be 3, 4, and then this could be 2. I was thinking if this is a 2, if this is 3, 4 here, and this is a 2, this could still be a 1. Because it says, they don't have to be in order. They just have to be, so like this could go 2, 1, and then a 3 here. Oh no, it can't go 2, 1, and 3. Right, so this one can't be the 2. Okay, since this one, okay, I see. If we put a 2 here, this one can't be a 3 or a 4 or a 1. There's a 1 here, and that would make this a 3, 4, and this can't be a 3. Yeah, so this one can't be the 2. Okay. But what about this one? Is there any reason why this one can't be the 2? Is this the same logic as far as like this one being a 3, 4? Yeah, but then this could still be a 2. The problem with this is like then with this being a 2 down here, it's no longer in the same box as these ones. So like you could still have one of these two be the 2 and the other one be a 3 or a 4, and then this one be the other one of 3 or 4. Ah, no. Yeah, because this one could be 3 or 4, and then this one could be a 1 up here, right? Well, no, it'd have to be a 3. It could be 1, 3, and then this could be 2, 4, 4. Why would that not be possible? Again, it's changed my 2 to a 3. How many times am I going to do that in this video? Okay. See, this totally looks like it works. I can't really determine now why this wouldn't work. That literally could be the solution, is the thing. Okay, is there a reason why this can't be a 2? Well, no, we just showed that it would work with this being a 2. With the 2 going down here. Can we work out that all of these are 2, 3, 4? And that makes these 5 or 6? Is that what we can do here? Because... Or could this line be... No, this line... We haven't narrowed this line down to 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or anything. This line could be anything, right? This line... Hold on. This line can't include a 3 and a 4 on it together. This line can't include a 3 and a 4 on it together, I think. Because if this is 2, 3, 4, in whatever order... If this includes a 3 and a 4 on it... No, because it could be 2, 3, and then a 4 down here. And then the 4 could go in here. No. The 4 could go down here, the 3 could go down here. No. Oh no, then this could be a 5. Right? So, for example, it could be something like this. It could be... It could have the 4 up here in this box, so it's not touching this 4. The 3 could go down here. And then this doesn't have to be a 2. This could be a 5. Dang it, man. So what's the point of going through all that? The point of going through all that is to say that I can't say for sure that this is a 1, 2, 3 or a 4, 5, 6. Because it could be a 3, 4, 5 if it was that scenario. All I know is that this one can't be a 2 here. I'm still unsure of... Like, if this one's a 2 here, the 2 can still go in either of these up here. This is... Okay, maybe I'm focusing on the wrong thing. What am I supposed to... This? This has all the digits on it. But so what? Oh man, why is this one so hard? I don't think I can do anything with that, right? I mean, we know a 6 is somewhere in one of these two. We know this one can't be a 5 here, because if this was a 5... No, it can, because a 6 can go up here, and no, a 4 can't go there. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. This cell sees all 3 of these. It's this cell that's the most important. I am not paying attention. So this one is a 5. So this is either 4, 5, 6 or 3, 4, 5. Because I did have that one scenario a minute ago. But that makes this not able to be a 2, which means this one is a 2. Like I said, this one can't be a 2. Now this one can't be a 2. So now this one is a 2. And whatever this one is, this one has to be the other one of these. Because it can't go here. Like if this was a 3, this was a 4, this could no longer be a 3 or a 4. So this one has to be our 6. So that means that this is... Okay. So this is 3, 4 over here on this line. 3, 4. So this is 2. So 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And that's it? Just 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5? Gosh, that took me forever to get. I hope I didn't mess up. I'm not using this check feature yet. If I put in a digit that is incorrect, I will use the check feature to tell me what digit I put in that was wrong. Like, if this is wrong. So, this is 3, 4. If it's a 3... Hold on. If it's a 3, this is a 4. And this is a 3. And this could still be a 4. Yeah, so that would work. If this is a 4... This could be a 3 or a 6. Yeah, this is a 3, 6, or a 4. I'm just going to type that in. That way I don't forget. Not 5. Ah, that means our 1 is here. Okay. Means a 1 doesn't go in any of these. That doesn't do much else for me. Okay, I mean, I could say a 5 doesn't go in one of these, so a 5 goes in one of these, and therefore a 5 goes in one of these. Am I correct in saying that I can't finish this? I mean, okay, so we got a 1, 2, and a 5 down here in any order. I can't figure that out yet. One can't go here. So in this column, a 1 has to go here or here, but that does not make much of a difference for me. So we know the 1 goes here or here. Yeah, that doesn't help me solve anything down here, because the 1 could go here, here, and then up here. Or it could go here, here, and here, or here, here, and here. Yeah, no, we can't do anything with that. I thought maybe this would be helpful. This is probably going to be really important for the column. Well, I suppose it's important for this row as well. The 1 can't go here or now anywhere here. I guess the 1 is limited to here or here. Dang. Okay, this one's kind of a tough puzzle. Maybe I gotta look for where does the 3 go. Well, it's not up this way because then you. Oh no, it could be that way. Oh my god, literally it could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That literally works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 could go here. How would you get from this 2 to this 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the 6 could go. That is possible. Yeah, no, I can't eliminate. Man, I can't eliminate stuff, I feel like. Like, literally, this could be a 3. This could be a 3. We know this one can't be our 3. One of these is, yeah. Actually, the 3 going up here would not be useful for us. Because a knight jump here or here for 4. 5 can't get us to the 6. Oh no, it can go here. What am I saying? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so Okay, our 3 is going to be in one of these locations. Oh, man. Or did I say... Whatever. I had it highlighted wrong. I just keep mis-highlighting things and mistyping things in. So what am I supposed to do with these lines? Am I supposed to be able to get this right now? Six, 4, 3. Wait a minute. Hold on. There is a problem here. I can't quite get a hold of this, but I think this can't be a 6. Because if this is a 6, that means this is a 4, which means that this would be a 3, and then this would be a 4, and you would need a 3 in one of these, and you can't do that. That's what I just saw. So this can't be our 6. So this is a 5, 6 over here. So this is a 3, 4, 5. Now what do I do with that? This is 5, 6. Yeah, no, I don't. And then because these are like offset now, I don't know. I'm not down to 2 digits here. So like this is 1, 3, 4. This is like 2, 3, 4. They can go in these 2 cells. Okay, now what do I do? This eliminates the 3 from going here. It eliminates the 3 from going here as well. Because then our 4 is no longer available here. I see. So now our 3 has to go here. So now our 3 is here. So now we go 1, 2, 3. And now 4 down here is still possible. Well, no, now we know this is a 4 and this is a 3, actually. 3, 4. This is still 2, 5. But the 4 could... Okay, so it's either 4, 5, 6, or it's 4, 5, 6 like this. Or no, hold on. It could be... No, it can't be 4 here. I was going to say it could be 4, 5, 6 like this, but that's not possible. Because this one can't be a 4. Because we already have 3, 4 here. Actually, speaking of that, that means this is a 3. Because this 3, these ones. Okay. That might be helpful as well. Yeah, that is helpful because now we can do the 4s. So this is now a 4. So one of these is now a 2. Because one of these is now a 2 because the 2 can't go here on this line. Now that means this one's not a 2. I don't know what to do now. Oh, this 4 now being here means this can't be our 4. Oh, and that 3 being there means this 3 can't be our 4. Which means that this one has to be our 4. Oh, right. Oops. I put in a 5. And since this is now our 4, I just realized that the 5 did not have to be here to jump to the 6. The 5 can also have gone down here to get to our 6, and that is exactly what we have to do. Which means now that this is a 1. This is now our 1 here. This is now a 2. Okay, this is now 4, 5. Okay. This is now 5, 6. Do we not know still? This is 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5. We have the 3 here though. Like a 2 could still go here. What am I missing? Oh, the 5. There's a 5 here. It sees both of these. Oh my god. Okay. Makes this a 5 and a 6, and then this is a 6 and a 2, which means this is our 6. This is our 2. Okay, this is so nice now. So we have this now. Okay, do we have 4 or 5? We do. All right, we got there. I messed up. I messed up. Hold on. Oh, I just didn't finish. I literally did not mess up. I just didn't put in the last digit. I thought that top one was the last digit. I was like, I'm done. Why did the congrats screen not show up? But it was because I missed a digit down below. I was scanning and scanning and scanning for looking for a duplicate digit that I put in, and there was not one. I did it right. Guys, how'd you do on that one? Let's move on to traverse the Barren Wastelands. All right. Barren Wastelands. Okay. All right. So same thing, guys. Let's just see what these lines are. I'm not going to go too in depth here. Well, let me read this. Sudoku has but one obstacle left between him and the abandoned castle with the dragon that the dragon has made his lair, the Barren Wastelands. He must find his way through the shifting sands without getting lost or face a slow, thirsty demise. Okay. Entropic lines. Along each peach sand line, every set of 3 adjacent digits contains 1 low, 1 medium, and 1 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Okay, so along every set of 3 adjacent. So, okay. So this is going to be a low one. So that means we need a medium and high here. I see. I could color these. Okay. I'm going to color low ones. This is kind of an, yeah. Kind of, I mean, because it's a 6 by 6, maybe I don't need to do this, but. Maybe not. Okay, so this needs to be a low and a high. We also need a night move here. Hold on, is it every set of 3 adjacent? I'm trying to look at this if this can be a 2, because this 2, if it were here. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I keep highlighting multiple boxes, and I just changed the 1 to a 2. I'm just trying to look. I'm trying to think if this would make sense. I suppose if they alternate, like, in a certain way, if this... Okay, like, if I make this a low digit, and if I make... yellow's probably a bad color for here. If I make this one blue... If I go in this order, I think that means that they're going to have to keep on going in this order. So I don't think this can be a 2, because this one would have to be the same as this. Because if I made this one a middle and a low digit, no matter what order, if we look at this 3 segment, it's going to include 2 low digits. So this one can't be our 2. But what about this one? Oh, okay, same logic applies because this is also on the line. if this was our 2... Oh, you know what? No, this one has to be our 2 because these are our 3 options. I just eliminated this one. This one can be eliminated because it's on the same line as the 1. Okay, so this one is our 2. And we can color that one green. Now, that means that this one's going to be green. And that means that this one's going to be green. And then that means this one is going to be our, what is it, pink? These ones are going to be blue. Blue for... We don't even need this because we only have 2 digits, right? I could literally just put in 1, 2, 2, 4. Why don't I do that? Why don't I just do that? Well... I don't know. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So this is a totally different line. So in this case, we could say that this one is pink or blue. In other words, just not a low digit. So, because it could go 3, 4, 5, or 6. Am I supposed to go to the 3 next? I mean, we could say this one's not a 3. Because it's going to see both of these. No, these could both be 4s. They don't have to be the same digit. So this one could be a 3. And it could easily just go there. No, I did this wrong, right? Because doesn't this one... According to my own logic... Wouldn't this one have to be a 2 here? I think I messed up. I think this is wrong. I think that 2 that I placed in there is not a 2. Hold on. Oh, no. I did that completely right. No. This one has to be a green one. Okay, which means that this one's are 2 here. Okay. I did that right. Okay. I just realized that the regions are set up differently. This is a region instead of like the previous one, this being a region. Oh, that really messes with me now. I'm so used to it being the other way. I can't believe I just realized that. All right. Now where does the 1 go in this box then? It can't go here, and it can't go here because it sees that. So it has to go here. Now, in this box, the 1 goes in one of these 2. So can it go here? I think no. Because this is still along this line, and they have to alternate in the particular order. So that means that this one is a 1. Which means that this one is a 2. Now we have a bunch of 2s, so we can probably just finish them off here. Maybe not finish them, but... yeah, no, I don't think we can finish them. Well, hold on. 2... can't go here. For the same reason why the 1 couldn't go here. So if a 2 can't go here or here, that means a 2 must go... Yeah, we can finish the 2s. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do after that. Because I don't know how to tell... I don't know how to tell the... I mean, I guess it has to be... Like, if we imagine the 3 going here... 4... 4, yeah. Okay, if we imagine... If we imagine the 3 going here... So 1 to 2, 2 to 3... This can't be a 4, this can't be a 4... This 4 does not help me get to the 6. This does not help me. So this one's not our 3. So a 3 is here or here? 3. If this was a 3... I don't think this is our 3 either. Because it would go 2, 3. We could go up here with the 4, but that does not help us get to the 6. 5, no. We can't go down here with the 4, because if this is a 3, then this would have to be a 4, which means that this one can't be a 4. I think this is just quite plainly our 3 here. So... Now, where do we jump to from here? Did I do something wrong? The only other path is to go this way. Hit the 6. I think I can just fill this in. Part of me is a little, like, nervous that I'm going too fast through that. But I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I did that right. Okay. There's not a 5-6. There's a 5-6 over here. Or a 5 or a 6 over here. Oh, wait a minute. This is just a 6 here. Because it sees that 5. Okay, now this is much better. So, oops, that was supposed to be a 5. I am mistyping. Okay, so now this one we know is our purple over here with a 5 or a 6. We know there's a 1 on here, actually, because we know it can't be a 2 on here. There has to be at least 1, because it's going to have 1 of each. Actually, yeah, knowing that there's a 1 on here means that we can look at this box and say a 1 doesn't go here or here, so the 1 goes here. Then that means a 5 goes here. Ah, that means that this is a 6. Okay. So... Alright, so the other 5s go here or here. Okay. 6 needs to go in this column. It needs to go right here because it can't go in these two because it's in the same box as the other 6. Makes this a 3 up here in the row. This box needs a 4. This row now needs a, well, and the box, I suppose, needs a 3. And this column, wow, yeah, they all converge right there. Okay. This column now, this one has to be the 1 here, which means that this is the 3 or the 4, and we're going to put a 3 in there. Let's finish coloring these lines just because. Okay. So now that I did that, this box needs a 1 here. If you guys can just hold on real quick while I'm getting a phone call. All right, I'm back. I had to take a phone call there real quick. So, okay, let's just finish this puzzle here. We were just putting in our final digits to this. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, this is a 3 now. So 4. So we need a 5 and a 6 in this row. We have a 6 right here. All right, that means our 5 goes here and our other 5 goes here. Final digit here is a 3. Final digit here is a 4. And there we go. All right, so last thing we got to do, guys, is we are entering the Dragon's Lair. Why don't we go ahead and come in here and see what this is all about? This is an 8x8 grid. Okay, this is it. It's all led to this moment. Sudoku stalking the draconic prey in the dark, shadowy dragon's lair. Every step he takes draws him closer to the end of the quest and his final reward. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Dynamic fog. Ooh, I have not done a dynamic fog one yet. So, placing correct digits along the knight's path will attract the dragon's flames to illuminate parts of the grid. Parity lines. Hold on. All right. All right, parity lines. Digits on red flame lines alternate between odd and even. Okay, so this is one of those, a parity thing. Odd and even. All right, and that is it. He must count from 1 to 6 as he moves. So this is still 1 to 6, even though it's... Oh, so we have like a... This is like a... Wait, what's going on here with the outside of this? Is this an 8x8 or a 6x6? This is confusing to me. Oh, it is 6x6. Oh, okay. It is a 6. What is up with the outside then? Okay, this is just a 6x6. I was like, well, where do I start then? But I forgot. I can just put in a 1. Okay, so they alternate odd or even. So this is 2, 3, 4. Or not 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, 2, 4, 6, man. So this is gonna be 3 or 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. It's not 1 though. So this one can't be the 2, so that means that this one is the 2, and that's gonna open things up for me. Yeah, okay. So this is now a 3, 5, which means since this is our last even, that means that this, oh no, we have all the odds now. This is no longer a 2. That makes this a 2. Yeah, this one has to be a 2. So this is now 4 or 6 here. I don't think I can figure that out yet. So this is now 3, 5 here. Oh, wait, does it? Yeah. Because the 1 sees them both. So odd, even. So this is 4, 6. Odd, even, odd. I did that right? Yeah. Even. Odd. 1, 3, 5. Can it be any of them? I think it could be any of them. And then even here. Okay. Wait, these are all even. So this is our odds down here. 1, 3, 5. I can't do this though, because I don't know if this is a... So this is now a 4, 6 here. This is our 1, 3, 5. Huh. Okay. One of these is a 2. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I guess I should probably be looking for the 3. Okay, yeah, that's probably what I'm supposed to be doing. Because we have a 3, 5 pair right here, This can't be our 3. This can't be our 3 either. We know this isn't a 3 because it's even, so this one has to be our 3. Yeah, and that opens things up for me. So now this one's an odd here. Oh, wait. Putting the 3 there means that I can now do these. That means that this is a 1. That's really helpful. Okay. That means that this has to be the 3 here? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so then this one right here, this is going to be the 1 and the 5. Okay. I can't do much else here. I mean, I could look and see. Well, yeah, we don't know where the layer is. But what we can do is we can say that this one's odd. So this one is a 3 or a 5. So we know that... this one can't be our 4. Well, it could be a 4, but it's not the 4, I think, to hop around from 1 to 2 to 3, because the only way to go back from here is to go up here to here or here. So it could be 4 here. It could be 4 here. Can't be 4. So the 4 is here or here. Maybe this is important to know the 4 is here or here. Is this important? To, like, eliminate... I don't think that's that important. I suppose this is a 4 or 6 down here. I actually don't get what's going on from here. What am I supposed to do? This can be a 3 or a 5, right? Yeah. This can be a 2, 4, 6. Is there any reason why this can't be a 2? No. Is it something to do with the 6? I mean, the 6 could always go over here, and this could still be the 6. This would be the 4, and there could be a 2 somewhere. And we know a 1 is over here, I suppose. Man, I don't quite get it. I mean, maybe it has something to do with one of these being a 4. Like 4, 5, 6. 4, 4, 5, and then 6. Yeah, like this could still be our 4, and then we go here with the 5. No, this one actually couldn't be the 5. Yeah, because it sees this 5. So if this was the 4, obviously the 3's right here. That's where it came from. But this can't be the 5 because this has to be even, and this can't be the 5. So that means that our 4 has to be right here. Oh, that is so crazy to actually be able to figure that out. Which means this is 6, 2, and this is 1. Okay. So now this one is either a 1 or a 5. Then this is 2, 4, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. We probably got to keep doing the knight move. This could be a 5. This being... Okay, if this was a 5, it would make this a 3. And this a 1. Because they both have a 5 in them. I don't see a problem with anything like that. So if there's not a problem with the 5 going here... Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the same thing. The 5 has to go here. Because the 5 can't go here or here. And the 5 can't go down. Yeah, this is actually so much easier than I thought. I'm sitting here looking at this being a 5, and I'm going through the whole process of like, if this is a 5, this is a 1, let's just go and type them in because we know that. But like, okay, well that reveals everything. We don't know where the dragon is. Well, no, we know it's here actually. Because it can't go here. But no, I was going through the whole process of, if this was a 5, I like imagined putting a 1 in here, a 3 in here, where it meant, I mean, the 3 went down here, and then that means so the 3 goes up here. I was filling in like so many different things in my head just to verify that this 5 down here was possible. Meanwhile, I should have just looked at it the other way. All right. Well, there we go. So yeah, now the 3 is down here, and it's exactly like I said with the 3 going up here. This is now a 2, 4. I think this is also a 2, 4. Oh, this is a 6 already. Okay. So this is a 2. This is a 4. Then this is our 2, and then this is our 6. This is our 1. This is our 6 here, which can take care of this. Also, this is now taken care of. All right. This is our 5. This is so nice. 5, 6. This is 6, 5. Oops. This is a 4. This is a 2. There we go. Quest is complete. We helped Sudoku slay the dragon. Claim the treasure. Huzzah. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So that is a series of... How many puzzles was this? Hold on. How many puzzles was this? I'm actually not sure how many that was. Let me think. We had the desert. We had the Whispering Forest. The Whispering Forest, the Perilous Falls. So... The Whispering Forest, the Perilous Falls, the Great Mountain. And then the desert. So is it 5? It was 5 puzzles? I think it was 5. I'm pretty sure it was 5 that we just did, but yeah, okay. All right, so guys, what did you guys think of this? This was pretty cool. I haven't done one of these like this before, where there's like multiple things in it. I'm sorry for like doing the first one off camera, but thankfully I did it off camera because that first one took me 30 minutes to do. That first one I really struggled with. If you guys enjoyed this, let me know. Let me know how you guys did. I appreciate you guys watching. Yeah, this last one was a lot easier than I thought. So anyway, yeah, leave a comment, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.